welcome. You're looking live once again inside Vaughan, France. It's day number 3 of the EuroBasket women. We've got 2 more games at this venue. This will be the first. A vital contest the fans have showed up to watch between Italy and Russia. Here you see it, Russia having lost both of their games so far, falling to Spain, and then in an upset to Sweden last night, who they were soundly beaten. Take on an Italian side that is 1-1 after opening with a win against Sweden, and then falling to Spain. Spain and Sweden have definitely booked their spots in the next round, and now it's going to be Italy and Russia, who are going to be hoping to clinch that other spot. Italy's roster, we've been impressed at times by all of these players, including the point guard, Francesca Dotto. Georgia Satana has had moments. She's the player that we expected to be the leader of this team. Maybe she's going to raise her game as the tournament goes on. They really need a big performance from her tonight. Maybe that backcourt in Italy is going to spell problems for Russia. They really did struggle against the pressure of Sweden. What did Roberto Ricchini learn from watching Sweden play last night against Russia? Well, he learned that you've got to be extremely physical for 45 minutes and continue to apply the pressure and to try to be relentless. Italy must have thought that by beating Sweden in their first game, they really had the inside track to clinching that place in the next round, but all is not finished yet. It depends on various factors. One of them that would take care of it without a doubt is if they beat Russia. Now, this is a wounded lion, and don't be surprised if they come and strike back with a vengeance tonight. You can see names like Osipova. The coach has Alfredas Vainaskas. He's under pressure. Petrakova led the team in scoring the first night. This team just did not perform last night against Sweden. They've gone back and no doubt had a sleepless night. They're professionals, they play the games, they deal with disappointments and successes. Last night was a disappointment, but when you lose while wearing the name Russia on your chest, when you represent your national team, it makes that sting just a little bit more. And they're looking to strike back and advance in this tournament and stay in the hunt for the FIBA World Championship for women. 5 places up for grabs at this tournament. Well, that was the national anthem of Italy, and now we're going to hear the national anthem of Russia. I love hearing all these national anthems. I love the Italian national anthem. I love that Russian national anthem. Kind of gets you in the mood for international basketball. Well, if Italy win this game, they know they're headed to the next round. If they lose, then Russia and Italy will have to wait and see how that last game plays out between Sweden and Spain. Well, and this, what promises to be a tense affair tonight. The officiating crew looking on. Anna Petrakova. Her numbers dropped off substantially last night after a brilliant first game, as did those of Catherine Ress. Nevertheless, they are key players in their respective national teams. And you have to think that Ress really feels a lot of pressure in this Italian team to perform simply because she's their real weapon inside. So going up a team like Russia that does have so much size, she's going to be a key. With Ress, Chinili, Santana, Gatti, and Zanoni. So Gatti gets the start tonight instead of Dato. Well, Vainauskas has decided to go with Belyakova, Prince, Osipova, and Petrakova. Sure, he must have had an agonizing night. First of all, getting over the disappointment of losing for a second straight night and losing to Sweden, who are not one of the traditional heavyweights. Then he's had to regroup and come up with a plan. And he's decided to bring Sapova into that starting lineup.
Ok, e rimbalzo, lavoriamo rimbalzo, ricordiamoci subito di spingere e andare via. Allora, blocco, ricordiamoci il gioco, mano alta, blocco cieco, no, passo e il blocco dei due pivot.
Третий можете меняться, однозначно. Играем стоп-аутом. Комбинации, знаете, что делаем? Ну, девушки, а защиты? Берем с линии, придерживаем, а не возвращаемся в защиту. Все время держим. Самое главное, не дайте играть им комбинации. Давайте, милые.
Well, Vainauskas even knew when he was appointed, I believe it was a couple months ago, he said at the time, listen, this is not going to be easy. This is going to be tough. You know, there's some really good teams in Europe. That became even more complicated when Maria Stepanova announced her retirement, and then he lost Olga Ardashina to injury. A couple of very important veterans. There's no more Becky Hammond, but Epiphany Prince, and it's not that Prince isn't a great player, but you know, you don't just automatically become like a savior in a national team. I think Russia are glad and probably relieved that they still have a chance to advance. It's almost unthinkable, really, to imagine a FIBA World Championship for women without a Russian national team, but that is the possible outcome after tonight's games. We'll see what type of heart, determination they come out and play with tonight. I will say that last night, Russia really missed a lot of shots in and around the basket that it was hard to believe they were missing. They just could not throw the ball into the ocean last night if they were standing on the beach. They were right under the basket, missing time and time again. Sweden played great defense. But anyway, they're now facing Italy, and they've won the opening tip. Belyakova is guarded by Satana, and Petrakova only gets the twine on that three-point attempt. And she's got to be careful that she doesn't allow that to get inside her head. And as I mentioned, these girls, a lot of them play EuroLeague women, EuroCup women, including that one right there, Catherine Ress. She's played at a high level, and that was way too easy for Ress. The Russian defense allowing her. Now, Italy pressuring the Russians, who have the suspect ball handling. So that's part of the strategy early on. Belyakova answers with a three-pointer. The Spartak Moscow region standout. Chanili drives in and is denied by that tall Russian duo of Sapova and Petrakova. And Zanoni drives in, misses, and now Belyakova hurries the ball up the floor. Osipova now goes up against Chanili. That's experience versus youth, and Chanili wins that encounter. Bounce pass. Oh, how did she even catch that ball? That's a tough pass to catch from Satana. Italy trying to beat the Russians up the floor. So Zanoni picks up the foul. Petrakova puts it up off the rim. Out to Prince, and wow. When things are going wrong, they're going wrong. That pass right there throws off the back of the Russian. Watch this. That is unbelievable. I don't want to say they're snake bitten, but now Italy throw the ball away. So sloppy start to the game for both of these teams. Belyakova puts the ball on the floor, drives to the basket. Petrakova crashes the boards, but Italy come away with it, and Belyakova fouls Satana. I'll tell you what, if you look at this group, we knew it was a tough group coming in, but I think it's actually proved to be a lot harder than people could have expected. I mean, Italy have been a tough team. Sweden, obviously, were just immense, and you've got Spain. So Russia, maybe it's not surprising they've struggled. Offensive foul called on Italy, called on Catherine Ress. Tiffany Prince, the naturalized player now in this team instead of Becky Hammond, and she's had some good moments in this tournament, but not enough to really make that winning difference. Prince dribbling behind her back. Over to Petrakova. Back to Prince, puts up a long three-pointer. And I think a foul could be called on Italy here. Satana pushing Belyakova, trying to keep her away from the rebound. She served as the translator last night in English in the press conference for her coach, Roberta Ricchini. So the multi-talented Georgia Satana. Sapova just lost the ball and is called for the travel. So we've seen that play, and we've seen the ball go out of bounds on that awkward pass. I will say that Van Oskus and the Russian coaching staff and everybody else is wearing the, they chose to wear the red shirt tonight instead of the blue, and so maybe that's going to bring some luck. Catherine Ress over to Satana, and has her shot blocked. Good block by Belyakova. Up ahead to Petrakova. Back to Belyakova, who hit that three-pointer. Not much scoring going on right now. And Prince gets into the lane and puts up a short one. It's an air ball. Petrakova rebounds it. Goes out of bounds off Italy. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. And Sapova goes straight in and draws the second foul on Catherine Ress. Tough call on Catherine Ress. Free throw good from Sapova. Wonder if she's wearing her jersey like that by design. One of the one side is kind of tucked in. Anyway, Kornich's come in for Ress. Gatti drives in, the left-hander, no good. And Katsina gets the rebound. Italy with a chance to grow in confidence here. Or excuse me, Russia with a chance to grow with some confidence. I think Italy showing some of their youth at the start of this game. This has really been an incredible group, Group B. We've seen on opening day just two unbelievable games. Spain, Russia, and Sweden also taking on Italy and losing by a point at the death. Russia almost coming back to beat Spain, trailing by 18. Osipova makes both free throws, and Russia now on top 7-2. So just 2 points, more than 4 minutes into the game for Italy. Zanoni comes out of the game, and Raffaella Maschiadri, who these Russians will know because she's played in the EuroLeague Women Final 8 before. Satana, well, it's supposed to be the Russian point guards that have a problem, but in fact, the Italian guards are struggling. If I were a coach, I'd take her out. That's just what I would do. That's a little bit too nonchalant for me. Grisheva, what did I tell you? Last night, they missed a lot of shots right around the basket. That is not a shot an international player for Russia is allowed to miss. I'm sorry. She has got to put that in the basket.
3 seconds.
And Chinelli gets her shot blocked by Grusheva, so Nadezhda Grusheva makes partial amends. Sapova penetrates, fouled by Chinelli, who I think is going to have some foul. No, that's her second quick one. So Italy really stuck in first gear. Don't know what's going on with the Azzurri. Timeout. They trail 7-2 against Russia.
Tagliando veloce e più coraggio. Se tu prendi la palla qua sotto, vai subito, ti prendi la mazzata, ok? Comunque lavoriamo con maglia, Dario, facciamo un blocco di contenimento, prima o dopo non ha importanza, usciamo e aspettiamo di dare la palla di qua, poi il post va qui.
Well, Roberto Ruffini, I guess, coaching a young team, so he's going to have moments like this where he has to be patient, where the team just doesn't click. I mean, right now, Vainauskas and Russia have the opportunity to build themselves a comfortable lead if they could just grab the game by the scruff of the neck. We're up 7-2. So Sapova back at the free throw line, makes the free throw. Italy don't want to fall behind, really. They just want to put this thing away and get to the next round, but Russia have other ideas. Russia reached the semifinals last year of the Olympics. Zidikas checks in. She's guarding Satana. Kutsina's in. Dotto's come in for Italy, and her first contribution is a turnover. Zidic over to Sapova. Grusheva, and call for a charge. Good call. Charged into Masciadri, lowered her shoulder. Masciadri fouled by Sapova. I'm hearing attaccante from the Italian bench. They want to attack the basket. Dotto goes right at Kutsina and gets blocked, and Fasina gets the rebound or the loose ball, and then Masciadri shoots an air ball. Goodness me, Italy. They played great against Spain in the first quarter last night, and then they really didn't do much at all until the last quarter when it was too late. They've had an awful start tonight. Look at the field goal shooting from both teams. Grusheva, good anticipation and unsportsmanlike foul from Kutsina, who, I mean, you know, you're talking about a player who's been at the Olympics, World Championships, EuroBaskets, and that's inexcusable. She knows better. I don't understand why the coach, Vainauskas, doesn't play Vieru. He's been very good. That's Tana. Italy right now are just in a funk. Both teams are in a funk. Maybe that'll stop the rot for the Azzurri. Azzurri. A foul on Zedic. Maybe the referees have looked at the replays of that play last night when she stuck her leg out to trip the opponent. They're going to be watching her closely. Satana's back at the free throw line, and again, not a good development for Russia. I mean, Italy's struggling to get points, and you're putting them on the free throw line. Zedic brings up the floor. I will say that Zedic is a very tough player, tough nose. Kutina, spin move on the baseline, makes up for that unsportsmanlike foul. Maschiadri. Oh, nice drive, and that's what they're saying. Attaccante, attaccante. Get in there, drive to the basket, attack. Zedic goes baseline, hands it off, has it knocked away from Dotto, but Osipova gets the ball back into the hands of Sapova. Kutina for three, good! And that's what she's really known for. See if that gets her on track. Fasina for three. And now Zedic with an authoritative rebound. Corsten, who's come in, completely out of control, turns it over. Oh, she lost the ball. And then watch, she fumbles the ball first. Tries to pick it up and just kind of runs into Fasina. But look at Kutina. This is what they need. I mean, Kutina has hit a couple of shots in a row, so it stands to reason that your next trip down the floor, you should try to find her. Fasina goes behind her back, puts it up. Satana misses. Zedic with the rebound, but then I'm not even going to describe that as a pass from Zedic. Kutina, there she goes. She's hot. She's feeling it. Get her the rock, baby. She can score. Every time down, she's that type of player. You got to find her. Just give it to her wherever she is. Formica puts up a soft jumper. Impressive shot from Formica. Kutina, another one. Yep, I told you. Add water and mix. I mean, she's like instant offense when she gets it going. And if you're Italy, you got to recognize that. You better get out and get a hand on her in her face, because she's going to keep it up. I'll tell you that right now. Dotto finds Fasina, who passes up the jumper. Now, good defense from Russia. Corsten spins, takes it all the way, and gets blocked but fouled from Formica. Petrakova comes in for Kutina. Look at the replay of that. Now here's Kutina, and Kutina, I think, has just taken herself out of the game because she's tired. So that's a blow somewhat for Russia. See if she can get back out there. In the meantime, Petrakova has come back in. Corsten has been around for a lot of the good times with Russia. European champion. He was in that team that upset the United States at the 2006 FIBA World Championship for women semifinals in Brazil. She's played at numerous Olympic Games, including last summer in London. Formica guarded by Osipova, and good hands by Corsten. This is a game where Ilona Corsten can make a huge difference with that experience. Satana with 2 seconds on the shot clock. And they get it inside. And partially executed, not completely. So the shot clock violation, and they're going to have to inbound it. Well, I would say that it can't get any worse for Italy, but that wouldn't be true. It could get worse. They better wake up, or they're going to be in real trouble. They're trailing 20-9 in the final minute of the first quarter. It's got to start with the defense. Maybe they can get some points from their defense, causing some havoc. And interesting play by Zidek to lunge in front of Satana to shield her from getting the ball. Ricchini arguing that should have been a foul on Zidek. Satana puts the ball on the floor, drives in and gets the basket. Well, Russia can hold it for one shot unless Italy can force a turnover. It's 20-11. Corson going up against Dotto. And Vodopineva puts up the shot, no good. The rebound by Osipova. And that's how it finishes the first quarter. A little bit better from Italy at the end of the quarter. They're now trailing 20-11.
Allez, pour la première fois de cette soirée, je vous demande d'accueillir ces charmantes demoiselles. Applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour les Kailis.
Well, 3 3-pointers for Russia. A lot of that positive offense is from Kutsina. She's got 8 points. 7 of 8 at the free throw line for Russia as well. And also 4 blocks.
Ищем свободного человека. Не получается, сразу пик-н-ролл. Но самое главное, девушки, широко.
I love hearing it come out of the voices, and a coach is talking in a foreign language, as Vanaskas was right there, and then all of a sudden you hear pick and roll. It's fantastic. Well, the rebounding is certainly going the way of Russia right now. That's where Sweden did such a good job last night. Messina goes baseline, kicks it out to Satana. He puts up a long one and hits it. Well, finally, Georgia Satana has arrived at the EuroBasket women, it appears. She's sparking the team. I suppose Ricchini understands that, and that's maybe why he gave her a little extra time to snap out of that funk. Didn't bring her out of the game after that turnover. Osipova backs up for Micha. Back to Belyakova. And Dotto keeps it alive. There you go, into the hands of Maschiadri. Dotto thinks about it. Satana over to Maschiadri. Good active Russian defense right now. Dotto for 3, no good. And Belyakova gets her hand on it and knocks it over to Osipova. And Formica met her and caused a turnover. Here comes Satana. She thinks about it. She goes all the way to the hoop. Georgia Satana has arrived. She's got 10 points. And Russia, having been up 20-9, now Italy on a 7-0 run. Kutsina's back in the game, and she's wrapped up and travels as she tries to free herself and puts the ball down on the floor in disgust. Timeout. Vainoskis needs to get his players' attention again, and much better from Italy.
Я же вам объяснял. С ними надо близко стоять. На правую руку и руку держать наверху. Нападение. Получила мяч. Я же говорил, ты или она получает мяч. Они втроем идет на помощь. Только почувствовал при первом ударе помощь, сразу отбрасывает. И мяч должен ходить. Будет ходить мяч. Будет скорость. Будет игра.
Well, Petrokova was serving as the translator right there, because Tiffany Prince is in the lineup, so presumably doesn't get all of the Russian that's coming her way.
Minutes 37 seconds to go. 10 minutes 37, deuxième période.
Dato looks in, the pass off the rim. Still Facina gets it and puts up an air ball. Now Prince coming back. Facina comes up to meet her. Kutsina gets it to Osipova, and yet another Russian miss right there in front of the basket. And goes to Formica, who puts up a little rolling layup, and Italy have called their way back to within 2 points. Belyakova for three. Finally stops the rot. Back to a 5-point game. Dato, good strength to get that, but shot clock down to 5-4. Dato pulls out for the three, a high arcing one. And Prince with the rebound. Now, Belyakova, Russia try to speed up the game a little bit themselves, and nice play from Belyakova, who follows up the three-pointer with a reverse layup. And Catherine Ress is gonna go in, and the lead is back to 7. So good response from Russia. Formica goes baseline, wraps it around to Maschiadri. Satana, Maschiadri. Ooh. Belyakova almost picked it, one on the shot clock, and Satana has to rush it up.
Number 11, numéro 11, Rafaela Massia.
That was the plus side for Italy. But then it unraveled. It started with Belyakova hitting the three, then the reverse layup. Now Dato gets the steal. So another mistake creeps into the Russian game, right when they could start to lower the boom. So a good play from Dato. Dato over to Facina, and Facina's not giving him that little burst of offense that she has in the first couple of games. Gaddy's in there guarding the ball now. So it's Gaddy and Dotto. And Satana's catching a breather. Sapova. Now Grisheva's in. She goes to work. And nice play, but Belyakova, I think, is going to be called for a foul on the play. Now watch what happens as Belyakova boxes out. Yeah, she swiped across Dotto's face with her left elbow. Her left arm, trying to get position. Masciadri for three. And Dotto saves it into the hands of Ress, and Facina thought about it, but she's seen Kutsina already block one shot. Gaddy looks at the three. Now Ress for three. Nope. And the long arms of Kutsina, who's the real difference maker for Russia so far in this game. Comes down with a rebound. Now Petrokova comes back in for Kutsina. Russia's lead is back up to 9. Chinilli is also checked back in for Italy. So Italy sitting in a 2-3 zone. An active 2-3 zone. And the ball goes off the hands of Grisheva. Well, I just don't understand what Natalie Vieira has done to get into the realms of the end of the bench and not really getting up for Russia. I mean, she's been a good player the last couple of years. Spin move inside, Catherine Ress, perhaps sensing the inexperience of Grisheva. Bagnata's going to come in for Italy. Sapova, guarded by Chinilli. And Grisheva in a nice soft touch on the baseline. She really does have a beautiful release, as well as her little jump hooks. Gaddy nails it, and is fouled by Grisheva. So Grisheva comes up to attempt to block, get a hand in the face, but kind of the momentum carries her into the player. Gaddy makes the free throw. Grisheva into the lane, puts up a flailing shot, almost goes in, and Masciadri comes in. Now Gaddy crosses midcourt. Ooh, almost turned it over. And good play from Sapova, goes off of Masciadri. And why didn't Masciadri go after it? It clearly went off her leg. Watch this. She had time to make it go to get it. Just don't get that. Sapova backs up Masciadri. Prince for three, count it! Gives Russia just a little bit more breathing room, back up to 9. Chinilli, pump fake, good. Deficit is back to 7. Sapova, entry pass. And Petrokova with just a ridiculous pass. What was that? Over the head. Nice. And Italy pull it back. But Petrokova made that pass a lot harder than it needed to be. Kind of an over-the-shoulder pass. Gaddy gets in the lane, kicks it out to Mascaggi, but that's, oh, she banked it in. I can see that it wasn't on target from my vantage point in terms of going straight at the rim, but I'm not sure if she called the glass on that. She'll take it. Uncomfortable moments for the Russian fans and everybody watching wearing the red shirt, no doubt about it. Prince spins, gets into the lane, denied. Now Gaddy with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And her team trailing by 5. Bounce pass to Ress. Oh, and Ress missed the layup. She said she was fouled, but then Russia just turned the ball away. And I honestly I don't think right now that Petrakova is here mentally. I mean, how did she make that pass? She's made 2 horrible passes. You didn't see the turnover. I mean, they got the stop, and then she threw. I don't know. I just can't explain it. 151 in the first half. Gaddy. Well, Petrakova this time gets it into the hands of Prince. Now down to Vodopineva. And Petrakova for 3. And Vodopineva goes in to get the rebound. .128 to go in the first half. The foul, Zanoni. She kind of lost her footing there and reached out and was called for the foul. Look at this, glass. And it hits the glass the second time. Horses come in for Russia. Entry pass, Grisheva, double team, Zidek for 3, off the rim. And that triggers the fast break for Italy if they can get it. Nope, Gaddy couldn't get there quite in time. Now Zanoni. Into the lane. Chirile fouled by Vodopineva with 58.5 seconds to go in the first half. One more and Italy will be in the bonus. If she had actually attempted a shot just as she was getting the contact, she would have got some free throws. Wow, that's very poor right there. And the Italian coach knows it. Raising both arms as if to say, why? Zidek from the corner, good! And that leads to 3 points. And nothing but frustration now on the Italian bench. It's a 5-point swing. Chinili. Bagnara for 3. Wow, she buries a 3. That was one of those, no, don't do it. Oh, yeah, way to do it. Anybody that's seen her play in Italy knows she can knock down that 3, though. Corsten. And Grisheva picks up the pass. She's dribbling around out top. And just kind of a helter-skelter finish to the first half. I suppose Russia will be thinking they could have been further ahead. And at the same time, Italy will be thinking they could have been a lot closer. Neither team's really executing that well at this point of the game. 35-30 in favor of Russia.
Pendant cette mi-temps, c'est le moment de jouer avec le public. Restez parmi nous au début du jeu dans quelques secondes.
With the stats at halftime, Russia's three-point shooting has really been the difference for them. And just complete domination on the boards as well. I'm not sure what Italy can do unless they follow the example of Sweden and try to up the physicality. I mean, they've been right around the basket challenging them, but Russia dominating in that category. In terms of the scoring, well, it was that burst of points from Kutsina that put her team in the lead. And then Belyakova had a couple of very important plays, the three-pointer and the drive. It's halftime. Russia on top by 5.
Messieurs, applaudissements s'il vous plaît pour Alex. Les cadeaux officiels au basket, merci jeune homme. Applaudissements pour ces 3 messieurs s'il vous plaît.
In
place dans moins de 2 minutes. C'est la deuxième mi-temps de ce match. Passionnant, intéressant. Il y a toutes ces promesses. On est placé en Caraïbes. Alors ne manquez pas la suite qui de la Russie de l'Italie qui va l'aventure. Le prochain tour, pour l'instant, tout est possible. Venez encore à suite des équipes pour la deuxième mi-temps. Dominate to go back to your position. Ladies, restarting. Let's do seconds.
Se abbiamo vantaggio corriamo, altrimenti poi rigiochiamo. Bonde, ricordiamoci quello che abbiamo detto. Tu se facciamo 2 lavora intorno al blocco, cioè non andare, vuoi andare di là, Gio, se vuoi andare di là comincia di qua, poi gira intorno, ok? Andiamo!
Well, the stakes are incredibly high in this game. Russia fighting for their EuroBasket lives. They lose this game, it's goodbye FIBA World Championship participation. And Italy, if they win this game, they know they're headed to the next round of the EuroBasket, and they'll still be in the hunt for the big event next year in Turkey. Roberto Ricchini's team, quite honestly, played not so well in that first half. They're lucky to be down 35-30. Russia as well, they can do much better. Now, if Russia win this game, they'll have to wait and see how that next game between Spain and Sweden plays out before they know if they're going to advance in this competition. Terrific shot from Katsina, though. There's no question that she's brought her shooting game tonight. She's now got 12 points. Rest puts the ball on the floor. And a little bit out of control, Rest. Now Belyakova, short jumper, and really should have done better. Gaddy. Oh, she might have been able to go all the way. There's Satana, pulls up, mid-range. You can see that when Katsina's in there, more than any other player in that Russian lineup, you know, people think twice before they attack the basket. That time it didn't matter because Satana, who's really been good tonight for Italy, hits the shot. She's got 12 points, Georgia Satana. Katsina backs up to Nili, and Italy almost turn it over. Now it's 2-on-1 fast break. Gaddy into the lane, pulls up, good. 37-34. Osipova now tries to go to work against Rest and just kind of falls down. She really hasn't been at her best in this tournament. I think the big difference with Osipova that we're used to seeing, as you see this replay again, over the years, is that she's been kind of an enforcer coming off and playing, coming off the bench and giving Maria Stepanova a break. But now they've been leaning on her to be the go-to person. It's difficult for her to play so many minutes. Satana drifts into the lane just before the shot clock expires. And Italy really look like they've got the wind in their sails right now. It's happened a couple of times in the game, and Russia have come down and hit big shots. Whether it's been Belyakova or Kutsina. Let's see who, somebody's gonna step up now. And Gatti, who gives away a lot of height to Kutsina, commits the foul. Osipova comes out. And Grisheva comes in. Osipova doesn't seem quite as aggressive as well as she has in past tournaments. Grisheva sets the screen. Kutsina works her way around and gets swatted this time. And this time the shot clock violation. And Kutsina's like, hey, where's the foul? But Kutsina, you're not the only one that can block shots, my friend. Timeout. As Kutsina and Russia go to the bench, they're under pressure again. And there's the little runner right at the buzzer. The shot clock buzzer for Italy. 1 point game.
Остановились нападение. Не можем найти свою игру. Не можем сделать комбинацию, потому что все делаем очень медленно. Нету вообще скорости. Вообще. Сыграем майку теперь, сыграем. Первый прошел. Посмотрите. На Кузю со слон. Двойку выпустили.
Facciamo i movimenti, ma andiamo in lettura, guardiamo se loro ci anticipano, possiamo andare via e rimpiazzare, ok? Possiamo anche tagliare e andare via se loro passano sopra.
Fare un corner basso. Fai bene il blocco e lei in uscita, ok? Corner basso, ok, faglielo bene.
No, corner basso, però lo facciamo alto, cioè partendo alto, con spazio largo,
La Russie est à 37, l'Italie 36, Russia 37, Italy 36.
Once again, if Italy win this game, they're through. They're into the second round, and Russia are out of the tournament. If Russia win, they'll have to wait to see how the next game plays out. Satana called for a travel. Maybe. Well, Rest was trying to seal off those Russian defenders so Satana could get in there and also get into rebounding position. And Satana was looking to make the pass. Oh, the pressure is on these girls, both teams. Prince. And Maschiadri gets the board. Remember, Russia with a decided edge in rebounding, much bigger team. And Satana drifts in again off the front of the rim, and Kutsina didn't have position, but still was able to knock that ball away from Rest. Sapova puts it up for three, no good. And Prince this time, and you know you got problems with rebounding if you're Italy, and Prince, the smallest player on the court for Russia, goes in and gets the rebound. Belyakova out of the game. Zidek, the enforcer, comes in for Russia. Number 14, Kutsina. And Rest is able to get away from Kutsina and Sapova. Rest puts up a short jumper. Short, she follows the shot and just gets it back to Satana. Well, Rest hasn't brought the shooting shoes tonight, so she's going to have to hustle and rebound and play the D. Satana finds Gatti, who puts up the reverse layup, and Italy have taken the lead. What a comeback. And now it's nervous time in Moscow. Great game developing. Grisheva backing up. She still needs to put some polish on that those low post moves, turns it over. Oh, these are nervous times in Russia. Well, former coach Boris Sokolovsky got the team to the quarterfinals of the 2010 FIBA World Championship, and they're upset by Belarus, but then they bounced back by winning the EuroBasket women gold medal in 2011. He got him to the semifinals last year at the Olympics, and Russia felt like it was time for a change, but this isn't what they had in mind. And that's not to place blame on Vainauskas, but it just, you can't help but wonder if the issue of continuity might be impacting Russia at this tournament. On the other hand, he had the services of Becky Hammond last summer, and Vainauskas doesn't. Satana, not a great shot, and Res fouls Sapova. Kind of a tough stretch for Catherine Res, so she's going to take a rest. And Formica comes in, and she's guarding Grisheva. Sapova just runs into the defense. Gatti, 3-on-2 fast break, gets it to Mascadri, and Russia hustle back. Satana passes it up, gets into the lane, the little floater, go! Italy's lead, its biggest of the game now, 40-37. Prince, they don't want to leave her open, she can pop it. Now Grisheva drives in, but the big center, another very makeable shot by Russia, goes a-begging. And Satana finds Formica, and Grisheva hustles back and denies her. Datto's going to come into the game, the guard for Italy. And Grisheva this time gets it right where she's not going to miss it. And gets that deficit back to 1. Chinili dribbles, goes up and gets blocked, but Formica's there. So the good Russian defense isn't rewarded because the ball falls into the hands of Formica, who hustled in. He was in good rebounding position. Zidek. Prince, she got an opening, bam! Well, you cannot leave her open. 42-42. Satana hands it off to Formica again, and she missed this time, but Chinili is able to bat the ball outside to Gatti. Russia looked tired. There's Mascadri for 3. Rims out. Now, more Prince. She's feeling it. And nobody boxed out to get the rebound. Satana scrapped for the ball and got it back for Italy. Does make you wonder about fatigue, playing a third game in a row, for the third day in a row. Chinili for 3, off the back of the rim, and Zidek with the rebound. The well-running drive for both teams. Bounce pass, good reach inside from Chinili. Grisheva gets it, Sapova for 3, no good, and Mascadri called for the foul. Boy, it's like a war of attrition out here. It's just, I'm tired watching it. All these players look gassed. Russia with 1 team foul, Italy with 3. Another look at Satana going in. Can't remember if that was the go-ahead shot. That was an important basket as well for Italy. So Russia going to inbound it. Korsun in the game. Osapova's come back along with Vodopineva. And Petrakova had checked in earlier. and right into the hands of Maschiadri. Dotto dribbles, and Dotto, the point guard, loses it, and that's terrible for Italy. Just fumbles the ball away, although Vodopineva kind of reached in. She's got quick hands, watch. Well, it's just inexplicable that as a point guard, you can lose it like that. And Vodopineva misses the free throw. Frustrating times for Russia. The points just aren't flowing for either side. Oh, that was ugly. But she's going to get another look at it. Just take a deep breath. And as Jelena Dubjevic says, don't think about it, just shoot it. She hit 15 of 15 free throws today for Montenegro. That's more like it. Well, Zidek was there, almost ready to steal that ball and go in for an uncontested layup. Maschiadri works against Vodopineva. Oh, bounce pass inside, beautiful play, but Dotto didn't finish. Terrific play by Maschiadri. She couldn't have made a better pass. Oh, Dotto bodies up Corsten. Formica reaches around Osipova, who hits a cutting Vodopineva. That's more like it for Russia. Nice pass from Osipova. Now the lead is 3 inside the final minute of the third quarter. Maschiadri, spin move and draws the foul. Says the referee she hit her on the side of the head. Watch. Ooh. Well, I think Maschiadri was glad to get to the free throw line on that one. Whether you agree or disagree with the calls, it doesn't matter. They all even out over the course of the game. That's how I look at it. 32 years of age. She's played in the WNBA as well for the Sparks. And right now she's sparking Italy, although she's going to come out for a breather. Zanoni comes back in. Final 34 seconds, 35 seconds here of the third quarter. Corsten. Dotto. She's not a true point guard, Corsten. And Osipova kind of having to dribble around out top. So she goes to the free throw line. The chance. And this is not what Italy wanted to do. Is to put Osipova on the line. Not a bad free throw shooter. Look at that. She's hit all 3 tonight. Well, Italy will presumably try to hold it for 1. Will they go for a 3? Will they just take what they can get? Zanoni pops up top. Dotto penetrates into the lane. Short jumper, good. Hey, Corsten doesn't get it off in time. And as the ball bounces into the hands of Swedish coach Lars Johansson, Russia go to the bench leading by 1, shall we say clinging to a 1-point lead against Italy. Much better shooting from Italy. inside the arc anyway. Still being dogged on the boards. It's much more even in that quarter than it was in the first half. There it is, the scoring by quarter, you could see. Well, the final 10 minutes of a very important game. Remember, at this tournament, 5 qualifying places for the FIBA World Championship for women. Medals at stake. Turkey, obviously, they've already qualified as host nation, along with the United States as the Olympic champions. But who's going to join them from Europe? Pacina gets into the lane and puts it up and in. So Italy take the lead. It's now or never. It's now or never. Russia. If Italy win, they're definitely through to the next round. And Osipova goes down the lane, gets the layup and a chance for a three-point play. Watch this. Well, tough call on Italy, but at the same time, you got to tip your hat to Osipova for getting into the lane and receiving the pass. Being in position to make that play. And it's a three-point play. And don't forget Osipova hit those 2 free throws right at the end of the third quarter. So she's playing well now when it counts. Banyara fouled by Zidic. Dotto into the lane, short jumper. Russia come back with a 2-point lead and Prince back in. And Kutsina puts it up and good, but the foul was before the shot. So if Russia win this game, they'll have to wait, I'm told, on the results between Sweden and Spain. And Russia just, again, second and third opportunities. Well, the coach is not happy at all about the close hand checking. He's saying, good job, but watch, you don't have to call a foul just because somebody's playing good defense. But like I said, those things even out over the course of the game. Dotto goes in. Great hands from Prince. Dotto reaches in. Prince goes all the way down. And Prince gets the steal and then goes coast to coast. The Russia international trying to make her presence felt. Look at that. Just a terrific play from Prince. Keeps her head up, looks at the options, says, okay, I'm going all the way. Formica, Dato, Zanoni come out of the game. Gatti, Ress, and Maschiadri are back in for Italy. And haven't seen Satana yet. Wonder why. Maybe he's saving her for the stretch run. Maschiadri gets into the lane, goes hard to the basket, missed the layup. But the Italians get in there. So Fasima, good play by her, and then Ress misses a layup. And Prince carries the jumper. Now a little breathing room for Russia. It's a 6-point game. And Ricchini's seen enough. He's asked for a timeout on the next dead ball. Pagnar for three. Ricchini's beside himself, needs a timeout. 7:20 remaining. He is going to put Sotana back into the game. Kutina left open. Good! Marina Kutina, she's been doing it most of the game, and she's done it again. 15 points for her, and the lead now is 9 points. All the hard work by Italy erased in this quick run where they've forgotten that Kutina and Prince are the two players they really have to pay attention to on offense.
Двойка поднимается, идет мяч. Здесь пятерка, передача. И здесь сразу идет один, и да, им пик играем. Пошли, вперед.
Семерка вышла, кто с ней внимательный.
Well, Italy try to recover from a potentially disastrous stretch. And Fasina drives in and gets something back. So that gets it back to 7. And there's 7 minutes remaining, so that's a point a minute they've got to make up. That's one way to look at it. If they want to force overtime. Oh, and Ress reaches in and passes ahead to Gatti, who instead of shooting, Osipova got back. Satana for three, good! Here come the Azzurri. Now it's a 57-53 lead for Russia. Look for Prince, what's he gonna do? To Vodopaneva, gets into the lane, passes to Osipova. Prince, now it's Osipova, and Osipova can't get it done. Kutsina drives in. I think Kutsina probably leads this EuroBasket competition in complaining. I mean, she just complains on every single trip down the floor. Got to keep the emotions in check. I remember Svetoslav Pezic, one of the teams he coached, if a guy started complaining to the referees, he just pulled him out of the game. Just let the refs do their job. Maschiadri up top, no good. And Ress got a hand on it, but now it's in the hands of Vodopaneva. Vodopaneva, short mid-range shot. Nope, the veteran misses. Now Sutana crosses midcourt. Belyakova does a good job getting back, but then just dropped off a little. And Satana drifted in. I'll tell you one thing. We were waiting on Georgia Satana in these first 2 games, and she just did not get it done. And she is showing everything tonight. She's got 21 points. Italy trailing by 2.
Не дорабатываем в нападении, ничего не делаем. Теперь играем. Рога вниз. На Кузю. Рога вниз. Быстрее должен ходить мяч. 5-4. Начинаем играть. Ставим заслон. Уходим.
Col contropiede. Se facciamo manolato o qualunque gioco Pinala
21 points for Satana.
se hai una lunga che ti viene vicino come
That says a lot right there. I mean, only playing double figures. I was curious as to why she was staying on the bench at the start of the 4th quarter, and the only thing I can imagine is that Ricchini wanted to give her just a little extra time before putting her into the game and letting her finish, because clearly she's the player with the hot hand tonight, and also you could just see that she's in her rhythm. Russia's bench has outscored that of Italy's, as you can see there, that graphic. Now it's a 2-point game, and Prince is guarded by Gatti, so those are the players now. Osipova gets it and goes up strong. Much better from her. And Fasina is lying down on the ground. And, oh, she caught an elbow inadvertently. Watch this, her left elbow, bam! That's why she's holding her face. It wasn't intentional from Osipova. Vodopineva comes out, so that takes it back to a 4-point advantage. Sapova in there. Well, do the Russians have enough to finish this thing? Still got a long way to go. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. All Italy need to do is win. And they've booked their passage to the round 2. Fasina drives in, the reach. Kutsina is the foul. Gatti thought about it, pulled back out. She's guarded by Prince. Gatti again. Finds an open Fasina in the corner. Count it! Buena notte. Fasina coming to life. Now where's Russia going to turn? Prince pulls up. Ball ends up with Osipova, who sort of fumbled it. Prince going up against Gatti. Kutsina sets the screen. Rests, switches on her. Belyakova now. Cross court. Opens Sapova for 3. Off the rim. Gatti chases down the rebound. The collision. The fight for the ball on the ground. A jump ball. Who's got the possession arrow? Russia has possession. Well, I thought Sapova was going to nail that. She was open. See the Sweden players looking on. Kutsina takes a seat. She has scored 15 points. Petrakova in the game. Gosh, she was so good that first night against Spain. Petrakova turns to get the ball in the basket. And right now, she's got 0 points. That is 0 puntos. Sweden and Spain's team, the Sweden and Spain teams watching this game. Now, Epiphany Prince, again, new shot clock. 4 minutes to go. And they dump it to Osipova. Spin move, gets it up, and a chance for a 3-point play. Terrific play from Osipova. Look at the composure. Spin, move, get it up, and in. one more time. And that, my friends, could be the play of the day. And she has made her free throws. 62-57, less than 4 minutes remaining. So now, looks like the Italians are going to be biting their fingernails. They're probably a little bit nervous, and Belyakova chasing Satana, and a foul is called on Belyakova. Here's another look. West takes a seat. Formica back out there for Italy. Gotti goes around Prince and gets blocked. Good help from Osipova. She saw it coming. Well, now it's looking much better for Russia. Sapova. Now, Osipova. Oh, and Satana sticks in there. Belyakova gets it to Petrakova. And surrounded by Italians, she gets it up and in. And Italy now trail by 7. Fantastic composure that time from Russia. And Satana for 3, no good this time. And Ricchini's going to call a timeout. Well, timeout on the floor. That play from Osipova, followed by this one here with Petrakova, may have just been enough for Russia. We'll see.
Cambio forte e una gli deve stare anticipata e forte davanti. Se va una più piccola, aiuto dietro fortissimo. Lui cerca di stare insieme il più possibile и soprattutto
подошли сразу к своим. Они играют много пик-н-роллов. Только останавливаешь и сразу держишь своему человеку. Если не сумеет выйти маленькое, держи. В нападение сыграем тройку. Все ясно. Выпустили, заслон, поднялись. Ушла, перебежала. Раз это, давайте, девушки, давайте. Нет, играем пик-н-ролл. Тифа. Вперед, Россия.
Maya Valdemaro in Spain, as well as all the Sweden players watching the end of this game. Probably both glad that they don't have to worry about their passage to the next round. It's already secure. And Prince makes it. Now it's an 8-point lead, and you really think it's going to be tough for Italy. Just have to get back to Osipova. She was just immense in this quarter for Russia. She hasn't been brilliant today, but she's played well when it counted. Satana, short jumper. Rest gets the rebound. Nope, falls into the hands of Prince. All Russia have to do now is just a little bit of execution. They could kill this game off. Petrakova for 3. Good! And now it looks like Russia have dealt the blows that Italy may not recover from. They are winning by 11. But the other thing is Italy needs to keep playing hard. Oh, that was a silly foul from Osipova just to reach in. Because point differential could figure into this as well. We won't know until the next game. So that's 68-59. 68-60, so that gets it back to 8. Italy need to get something from their defense. They should be able to pressure Russia because Russia, really, that's supposed to be their weakness, is their ball handling, their backcourt. I mean, Prince is known more as a two-guard, but she dribbles in unmolested. It was too tempting. She took it now. Dotto gets in, decides to go all the way. No, she pulls it out. Over to Satana for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rest bows for the board. And is fouled by Osipova. So Rest is giving a little bit extra here. She's struggled tonight, but she's getting it done, giving them a chance. Boy, these are important free throws. She makes the first one. And the second. So back to a 6-point game. So there's hope. There's hope for Italy. I would not have banked on Prince missing that shot the last time down. Russia has got to close this thing out. Petrakova inside to Belyakova. Good recognition from Petrakova. Up ahead though. Fasina for 3. No good. And Belyakova beats her to the ball. Great play from Belyakova on offense. Good hustle on defense. It's an 8-point game. Oh, this is maddening when it comes to points, differentials, everything else. Prince puts it up, and she's got a chance for a 3-point play. Terrific play from Epiphany Prince. Floats, release, and gets it done. She's definitely having an impact in this Russian team. She doesn't convert there. And Italy get the rebound. It's a 10-point game. The clock is the enemy for 3. Rest keeps it alive. Dotto. Asciadri. Goal differential is crucial. Remember, Dotto goes in and scores. It's an 8-point game, and Vainauskas calls a timeout. I think he said last night he was looking for a 6-point lead. I don't want to say that's official. He said if we win by 6, we should be okay. It's an 8-point game right now. But again, I'm not sure. How incredible is it that points differentials come into the equation? Just adds that little bit more excitement.
Io chiederò time out e giocheremo in attacco. Ok?
Ragazzi,
andiamo,
subito, però.
Forte, forte.
Andiamo per 2 punti. Dai, dai, dai.
Applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour les Kainis. On a encore des cadeaux tout au long de cette soirée.
What about that youngster there? He's having a good time tonight. This is exciting time in fun. Big time basketball coming to this French town.
Получили мяч. Их оставляем. Все, уходим на крылья.
Sweden enjoying this. Look at the cowbells, the Swedish fans. Dancing behind them. They're ready. They want their team to play. They want to get this thing over with. Are we in store for an exciting conclusion? Well, Belyakova comes up to get the inbounds. Fasina guards Petrakova. Goes in, and offensive foul called against Petrakova. She kind of leaned in to release the shot. Well, 72-64. Russia wins, they'll be 1-2. Italy will be 1-2, and I'm guessing they would hope that Sweden would be 1-2, and then the goal differential comes into it. But now I'm not sure if Italy are looking to get a 3 or a 2. We'll see. It's going to be a 3. She gets open. She misses. It had a chance of going in. The hustle from Dotto. Facina goes in, back outside. Mascadri. Catherine Rest puts it on the floor, drives in, and she makes it. Now that's a 6-point game. What does that mean? If it's a 6-point game, the Italians don't look happy. The Russians, I don't think they know either. I don't think we're going to know until how things play later. 72-66 is the final. Russia beat the Italians. So both teams now 1-2. If Sweden lose, they would be 1-2. If Sweden win, I mean, the players right now don't understand. The fans don't know either. So we're just going to have to wait. As soon as we have some information, we'll get it to you. It was a thrilling second half. Look, you can see the players. They don't know yet. I think they're being told they're going to have to wait and see what happens after the next game. And look, the Italians and Russians are now talking about it. Who's going to progress? Well, great fight, really, by both teams here in the second half. You'd almost rather this be settled with a win and a loss situation. Look at the Italians. They're discussing it, as well as the Russians. And that's international basketball at times. It can be slightly complicated. Got to break out the calculators. So Russia, even though they've won the game, they can't celebrate yet because they don't know if they are going to move on. Again, Italy also, having started the tournament with a win, they're now 1-2, just like Russia. If Sweden lose tonight, they'll be 1-2. Italy will have beaten Sweden. Sweden will have beaten Russia. Russia will have beaten Italy. So then it goes down to goal differential. That's how I see it. Look at the final stats, 24-49. Italy did well inside the arc there. 9 of 10 at the line. In terms of overall, 21 points for Satana. She really had a good game tonight. She missed a potential three-pointer there at the end. And it could be that we could have some resolution to this before we leave the broadcast. If not, come back and we'll tell you.
You have been a great team. Thank you, Italy. Vous avez été super. Bravo,